I never thought the man I loved would lock me out in the middle of a storm. But what hurt more than the rain was what he said before he closed the door. And just when I thought I had lost everything, my grandmother arrived. The rain was pouring so hard that night it felt like the sky itself had broken. I stood outside my own house, barefoot, trembling, my clothes already soaked through. My hands shook as I knocked on the door again. "Please, Ethan, just open the door," I cried, my voice barely audible over the thunder. From the other side, I could hear his footsteps, slow, calm, unbothered. Then his voice came, cold, distant, like I meant nothing to him anymore. "Leave, Emily. I'm done." Done. Just one word, and suddenly 5 years of marriage felt like it meant nothing. "Ethan, please, it's raining. I have nowhere to go." There was a pause. For a second, I thought maybe, just maybe, he would open the door. Instead, I heard the lock click. That sound, it didn't just lock the door. It broke something inside me. A few hours earlier, everything had seemed normal, or at least I thought it was. I had spent the entire day preparing dinner, his favorite, grilled chicken, mashed potatoes, and that lemon pie he loved so much. I even lit candles. I thought maybe tonight things would feel like they used to. But the moment Ethan walked in, I knew something was wrong. He didn't even look at me. No smile, no hello, just silence. "Dinner's ready," I said softly, trying to keep things normal. He glanced at the table, then at me, and something in his eyes felt off. "Who were you talking to this afternoon?" he asked suddenly. My heart skipped. "What?" "You didn't pick up," he said, his voice tightening. "I was at the grocery store," I replied. "My phone was in my bag. Don't lie to me." The way he said it, it wasn't anger, it was accusation. "I'm not lying," I said, my voice shaking. "Ethan, what's going on?" He laughed bitterly. "You think I'm stupid?" That's when he pulled out his phone and showed me something that made my stomach drop. A message from an unknown number. It was a photo of me standing outside a cafe talking to a man. I felt my chest tighten. I started, but he cut me off. "Don't even try," he snapped. "I know what this is." "It's not what you think," I said quickly. "He's just what? Your friend?" he scoffed. "You really expect me to believe that?" Tears filled my eyes. "He's my cousin, Ethan. He just moved back to town. I was helping him find an apartment." But Ethan didn't believe me. Or maybe he didn't want to. "You've been distant for months," he said coldly. "Now I know why." "That's not true." "Enough." That one word again, sharp, final, like a door slamming shut. The argument escalated faster than I could process. Words were thrown, accusations made, and no matter what I said, he wouldn't listen. Finally, he walked to the door, opened it, and looked at me with eyes I didn't recognize anymore. "Get out." I froze. "What?" "Get out." "Ethan, this is my home too." "Not anymore." And just like that, I was outside, in the rain, alone. Back in the present, I wrapped my arms around me, trying to stay warm. Cars passed by, splashing water onto the already flooded street. No one stopped, no one noticed. I felt invisible, worthless, broken. I didn't know how long I stood there. Minutes? Hours? But then, a pair of headlights appeared, slowly approaching. The car stopped right in front of me. The door opened, and a familiar voice called out, "Emily?" My heart stopped. "Grandma?" She stepped out of the car, her silver hair slightly damp from the rain, her eyes filled with concern. "What on earth are you doing out here?" she asked, rushing towards me. The moment she wrapped her arms around me, I broke. All the pain, all the humiliation, all the heartbreak, it came crashing down. He threw me out, I whispered. Her expression changed instantly, from concern to something else, something stronger, something fierce. Get in the car, she said firmly. I hesitated. But now, Emily. There was something in her voice, something I hadn't heard before. Authority, strength, power. And in that moment, I realized something. Maybe, just maybe, this wasn't the end of my story. Cliffhanger. Emily leaves with her grandmother, but she has no idea that her grandmother is about to change everything, including the truth about her husband. The heater inside my grandmother's car felt unreal. After standing in the cold rain, it was like stepping into another world. But my hands were still shaking, not from the cold anymore, from everything that had just happened. Tell me everything, Grandma said, her eyes fixed on the road. I stayed silent for a moment. Where do you even begin when your entire life just falls apart? He thinks I cheated on him, I finally said. Grandma didn't react immediately. He thinks? She asked calmly. Yes, someone sent him a picture, me talking to Daniel, my cousin. She nodded slowly, as if she already expected this. And he didn't even let you explain? I let out a broken laugh. No, he already decided what he wanted to believe. We drove in silence for a while. Rain still tapped against the windows, but inside the car, everything felt different, safer. Then suddenly, Grandma spoke again. Emily, there's something you need to know. My heart tightened. Something about her tone. It wasn't just concern anymore. It was serious. What do you mean? She hesitated for a second, then said words that made my stomach drop. This wasn't an accident. I turned to her sharply. What? That message, that picture, your husband's reaction, none of it feels random. A chill ran down my spine. You think someone planned this? I don't think, she said quietly. I know. My mind started racing. Who would do that? Why? And then a thought hit me. A face. A name. Lily, I whispered. Grandma glanced at me. Who's Lily? I swallowed hard. Ethan's coworker. She's been around a lot lately. Too much. Late night calls, work dinners, messages he'd quickly hide when I walked in. I ignored it. I trusted him. You think she's involved? Grandma asked. I don't know, but she never liked me. And suddenly, everything started making sense. The distance, the coldness, the accusations. It wasn't just suspicion. It felt planted. When we reached Grandma's house, I realized something. I hadn't been here in years, not properly. The house looked the same from the outside, quiet, simple, almost forgotten. But the moment we stepped inside, I noticed something different. Everything was organized, sharp, almost calculated. Sit, Grandma said, placing a towel around my shoulders. I obeyed, still trying to process everything. She disappeared into another room, then came back with a small wooden box, old but carefully preserved. She placed it on the table between us. Emily, I didn't want to tell you this before, but now I don't have a choice. My heart started pounding. What do you mean? She opened the box. Inside were documents, files, photos. I wasn't always just your sweet grandmother, she said softly. I frowned. What do you mean? She looked straight into my eyes. I used to work in investigations. I blinked. What? Like a detective? Something like that. My entire body went still. Suddenly, the way she spoke, the way she observed things, it all made sense. This is about Ethan, isn't it? I asked. She nodded slowly. I started looking into him months ago. What? I had a feeling something wasn't right. The way he treated you, the sudden changes, it didn't sit well with me. My heart dropped. And you didn't tell me? I needed proof first. She pulled out a photo, and when I saw it, my world stopped. It was Ethan, with Lily, but not just casually. They were close, too close, holding hands, laughing, like a couple. "No," I whispered. "No, that's not possible." But deep down, I already knew. "There's more," Grandma said gently. She handed me another document. Bank statements, transactions, expensive gifts, hotel bookings, all under Ethan's name, all connected to Lily. Tears blurred my vision. "So while he was accusing me, he was the one betraying you," Grandma finished. Everything inside me shattered, not just my heart, my trust, my memories, my entire marriage. "But why throw me out?" I asked, my voice breaking. Grandma's expression hardened. "Because it's easier to blame you than to face his own guilt." I clenched my fists. For the first time since that night, I didn't feel broken. I felt something else. Anger. "What do I do now?" I asked. Grandma leaned back slightly, her eyes sharp. "Now we take control." The way she said it, it wasn't just advice. It was a plan. "You deserve the truth, and he deserves to face it." "How?" A small smile appeared on her face. "We're going to make sure everyone sees it." My heart skipped. "What do you mean?" "There's an event tomorrow," she said calmly. "Your husband's company party." I froze. "Yes, so?" "Lily will be there." My breath caught. "And so will Ethan." I looked at her, realization slowly sinking in. "You want me to go there?" "I want you to walk in and take back everything he tried to take from you." For the first time, I felt strong, not because I wasn't hurt, but because I wasn't alone anymore. Emily is about to confront Ethan and Lily in public, but she has no idea just how shocking the truth will be when it's revealed in front of everyone. The next evening, my heart was racing. Grandma stood beside me, calm as ever. "Ready?" she asked. I looked down at myself. A simple black dress. No tears, no fear, just strength. "I think so," I said, but deep down, I knew this moment would change everything. The company party was already in full swing. Soft music, people laughing, glasses clinking, and there he was, Ethan, standing confidently, like nothing had happened, like he hadn't thrown his wife out into the rain, and next to him, Lily, wearing a bright smile, like she had already won. My chest tightened, but Grandma gently held my hand. "Not yet," she whispered. We walked inside. A few people noticed me. Whispers started. "Isn't that Ethan's wife? I thought they separated." "Good, let them talk." Then Ethan saw me, and for the first time, his confidence cracked. "Emily," he said, stepping forward, "what are you doing here?" I didn't answer. I just looked at him, really looked at him, and realized something. I wasn't scared of him anymore. Lily crossed her arms. "You shouldn't be here," she said coldly. I smiled slightly. Funny, I was about to say the same thing. The room slowly quieted. People could feel it. Something was about to happen. Ethan lowered his voice. "Emily, don't create a scene." I laughed softly. "A scene?" I said. "You already did that when you threw me out in the rain." Gasps echoed around us. "Good, let them hear it." His face turned pale. "That's not—" "Not what?" I cut him off. "Not true? Or not the version you told everyone?" Grandma stepped forward, and suddenly the entire energy shifted. Calm, controlled, powerful. "I think it's time everyone heard the truth," she said. Ethan frowned. "What truth?" That's when she placed the documents on the table. Photos, messages, proof. Lily's smile disappeared instantly. Ethan froze. "You accused my granddaughter of cheating," Grandma said firmly. "But the truth is, you were the one lying." Whispers turned into murmurs. Eyes turned toward Ethan and Lily, judging, questioning, seeing them for what they really were. "No, this isn't," Ethan stuttered. But it was too late. The truth was already out. Lily tried to speak, but no one was listening anymore. And for the first time, I saw it. Fear in their eyes. I took a step forward. "I begged you to listen to me," I said quietly, "but you chose to believe a lie." Tears filled my eyes, but I didn't let them fall. "You didn't just break my heart, Ethan," I continued. "You showed me exactly who you are." Silence. Heavy. Powerful. Then I turned away. Because I didn't need anything else. No apology, no explanation, no closure from him, because I already had it. As I walked toward the exit, Grandma beside me, I felt lighter, stronger, free. Outside, the rain had stopped. The sky was clear, and for the first time in a long time, I could breathe. "Are you okay?" Grandma asked softly. "Yeah," I said. "I think I finally am."